I've been out here in the shop today playing around with a bunch of different knives, and I've got to tell you, this little Mora companion is a pretty amazing little tool. More info coming up next. Okay, so here's what we've got. This was my first Mora, and it is epic. This is the Mora Companion. I've purchased a couple of goofy different knives here lately. There's been some other videos on those. I'll put a little thing up in the corner there so you can go check out those videos if you want to. But this knife has just been amazing. And I mean, not that I've done any crazy tests other than really just, you know, whittle away at some wood and feel how the blade attacks that process. And this knife has put every other knife to shame. So today my wife went to town, and bless her heart, she went back to Sierra Trading Post. I have a video about that too that I'll put a link to up here in the description about my first visit there. And this was there, and I was super excited about it, but I didn't get it. Well, today she picked it up for me, which I'm super excited about. This is the Mora Bushcraft Black. It represents a more upscale version of the Mora. This particular one, suggested retail is like $80. We got this one at Sierra Trading Post for like just under $40. I've seen it online. I was just checking, I think on Amazon right now they're like $36, $37, so you save a couple bucks over what I got this one for, but I'm pretty excited about that one. And then while she was there looking for this one, she sent me the picture of this one, and this is the Mora Pro S with the stainless steel blade. And yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but $8.99. I didn't even know what knife it was. I just knew it was a Mora for less than $10, and that meant I wanted it. So we're going to pop these open, get them out of the packaging, and then we'll whittle away on that wood and see. Particularly what I'm most interested in is there really a difference between these $15, you know, lower end Moras with the stainless steel blade versus this allegedly higher grade, much more expensive version of essentially the same knife. Let's check it out. Okay, so right away out of the package there is a few key differences, mostly in the sheath design of each of them. So the Companion has, you know, this kind of style of sheath. It's got this connected buckle system. It's really nice retention because it clips over your belt really well right there in that location, which has been nice. Good retention in the sheath, and it feels nice in my hand. Okay, you jump over to the other affordable version of the Mora, and this one also feels nice. It feels a little bit lighter in my hand. I'm wondering if there's potentially less of a tang, or else the difference is in the fact that on this one, right, the rubberized grip, which is very grippy, is on the outside edges, but this is smooth, plasticky type stuff that's much more slippery than this. Like it's difficult to rub my fingers on that. And on the Companion, that rubberized grip is all the way around, so you can get a much better grip with your whole hand on the Companion versus this one. Okay, also blade length, tiny bit smaller on that one. You can see with them side by side there. But they both have that same beautiful Scandi grind that accounts for the insane sharpness, and they both are just wicked smooth compared to some of those other cheap knives that I looked at in the past. These two feel very similar, would be my assessment of them right now. The Bushcraft feels like a bit more robust. Now this is the first one that has the carbon blade for me, and it also has the 90-degree spine on the back that the other two don't have. Now that's nice because it's finished and it looks good. I can put a 90-degree spine on those others with a file, which I will do at some point, but this one's already there, so it is ready to strike a fire steel right out of the package. In fact, there's a version of this knife that comes with an integrated fire steel as part of the sheath assembly. This version does not. The grip feels really nice. It's very, very rubbery, like the companion, but you will notice the finger notch here already makes this feel more seated in my hand than this one does. Okay, there is also a noticeable difference in the thickness of those blades, okay, which accounts for the fact that this knife feels significantly heavier in my hand than this does. Like, I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but this stainless steel is so nice and light, the plastic handle is so nice and light, it feels a tiny bit like holding a fillet knife, like it's that light. As opposed to this Bushcraft knife with that heavier, thicker steel, feels much more substantial in my hands. Like there's some weight there, but there's still good balance. I'm going to have much more confidence in batoning with this just due to the thickness than I will with the other ones. I know that I can with the other ones because I've seen plenty of people do it. But this knife just, wow, yeah, it feels good. Let's carve some wood and see how that goes. I almost forgot to mention the difference in the sheath on the Bushcraft. It comes with two different versions of the belt system. So same system similar to the companion that kind of has that sort of clip mechanism that you could just slip over your belt. But then if you're looking for something more substantial, this one is fully encased. There is no holes there anywhere. So once you slip that onto your belt, it's not going anywhere. And either of those just simply lock in with just a push and a pull, and now that's locked in. And then to take them back out, I'm going to assume that you push, just push down on the little toggle with your thumb, and then it pops right off. So kind of a cool variety in the system. There is, on this one, which I failed to mention earlier, this system, which I don't, it's not gonna go all the way with the Bushcraft. But if you have multiple versions of this style of sheath, you can do that and clip them together. I have seen some videos where that feature was accessible, so it would, that part up here could, in theory, slip down into this, and you could have 2 or 3 of these nested together. I don't know that I would like wearing that, but I haven't tried it, so it might feel really well. But anyway, there you go. Sheaths. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go ahead and comment down below which of these 3 knives do you think would be your favorite out on your next journey. And then be sure to tune in for our next episode where we take a look at how these knives performed in a little bit of a whittling challenge.